In today's video, I'm helping you shop this season's hottest trends. I'll show you what to avoid and what to buy instead. I'm using H&M as an example, but use this as a general guideline for what to look for when shopping online or in person. Let's begin. Okay, we'll start with shirts and blouses, and I apologize if I'm looking away from the camera because I'm looking at my phone. Okay, right away I see this cropped blouse. I'm sure this is a resort wear piece, but I can definitely tell you for me it does not feel like a wearable item. First of all, this overly loud, bold pattern. I'm just not a fan of really strong patterns. I think they overwhelm your body, they overwhelm your face, and I feel like they are wearing you instead of you wearing them. This crop is almost like a little bandeau across the chest, and it's way too cropped for my taste. I do love wearing crop tops. Obviously, this is a little cropped tank top, but it hits me at my waistline and makes me feel a lot more comfortable because I'm not showing a ton of skin. Between the balloon sleeves and the bold pattern, I think it is all just a little too much going on. I do think if you're going to wear such a bold pattern, you would be better off wearing it on your lower half and then sticking to something simpler on top, like a white crop tank like I have on, perhaps a t-shirt. Now this next item has caught my eye because it is an oversized linen shirt. However, it is cropped in style, but again, not overly cropped. It's just ending at your waistline. I like the boxy feel of it, and I think this is a really fun piece for the spring. I think you can also probably get away with tucking it in a little bit if you are wearing high-waisted jeans or trousers. And I think it's just nice, light and airy, a solid color, but very, very spring-like, and also perfect for the summer too. And keeping in line with avoiding these bright, bold patterns, I don't know what it is with H&M, but they seem to bring out really strong, bold patterns season after season. I never see anyone wearing them, honestly. I don't think they're popular pieces, so I don't understand why H&M is always bringing them out. And please avoid this off-the-shoulder blouse as well. Again, too much going on here. The blouse is very, very poofy. You also have a lot of detail at the neckline, and again, those ties at the wrists, which I am just not a fan of. This top almost looks like it was pulled from a costume set of The Princess Bride, which I love that movie, but I certainly don't want to be wearing anything related to that. If you do want to go with something that has balloon sleeves, I found this balloon sleeved blouse, romantic, very feminine. I don't think eyelet detail ever dates. It always looks beautiful and classic and very feminine. And this top with the cropped style just gives it a little bit more of a modern, more contemporary style that would be on trend for this season. Moving on to shorts, what I do suggest avoiding when it comes to shorts is anything that is hugging your thighs a little too tight. I've definitely found some examples here on H&M that fit that bill, so I would absolutely avoid these. In general, when the shorts are too fitted, it does not flatter your figure. It almost makes your legs appear larger than they are. So having a little room to play around there at the leg openings gives it more of a relaxed feel. They're certainly more comfortable, and they're definitely more flattering. What I am loving are these linen blend Bermuda shorts. Now they're called Bermuda, but they're definitely not long enough to be a Bermuda. Like, they're not coming up above the knee. They're actually more of a mid-thigh short, which I do appreciate because I don't like them to be too short or too long. So this is perfect right in the middle. It has a pleated front and a wide leg opening, so it's extremely flattering. And I love it because I think they can be dressed up or dressed down. They come in a multitude of colors, and I think it's perfect for this season. Next up, I pulled up Maxi skirts. These long jersey skirts caught my eye. I love how they look on the model. They're definitely fitting the bill for a maxi skirt and for a column style skirt as well, because it is quite fitted. However, if you were to size up on it, you wouldn't be so body hugging and you might feel a little bit more comfortable. I know that's certainly something I would most likely do, but I'm loving the maxi skirt trend, and I'm loving a little bit more of a fitted style rather than something really overly flared. But that's not to say that this wide cut twill skirt didn't catch my eye either, because I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is more of a midi length, but it does have a little bit of volume and flow to it. If you carry a little bit more of your weight on your lower half, I think this is a great option. Now, when it comes to a dress, I do enjoy a simpler style in dresses. H&M has come out with a lot of these, again, large printed muumuu style, oversized, floppy, shapeless dresses, and I would completely avoid those at all costs. There is absolutely no shape to the dress. Perhaps if you belted them with your own belt, it could help give you a little bit of a waistline. Overall, I would completely avoid these styles. Now, I am loving this long chiffon dress. Just a little bit of a disclaimer, I have not tried any of these items on, so I don't know if you were to actually purchase these and try them on, would they be beautiful? Would they be a disaster? I don't know. I'm going off of the model images and making my decisions based on that. But this dress is absolutely stunning. It has a little bit of an empire waist with a belt tying you right underneath the chest, and then it just kind of flows out nice and loosely. I think this is a beautiful style for somebody that might be trying to hide a tummy a little bit, because it will just skim over you and it would be really nice and flattering. In fact, I think this is very much of a universally flattering silhouette. I love the dainty floral print. It's not overwhelming. The model is wearing it with black flip-flops. I would definitely avoid that because it's just way too heavy for this dress. And sometimes I question H&M's styling, but I guess that would be for another video. I hate to say it, but I'm really not a fan of wrap dresses. I never find them to wrap absolutely perfectly at your waist, and sometimes they're wrapping a little too high and a little too low, and they're not hitting you in your perfect waistline, and it just does not feel flattering. I would much rather go with a shirt dress that has a belt, so either you can use the belt it comes with or use your own belt, but at least that way you can more or less dictate where your natural waist is and tie it in that area. I think that flatters you more and it's more comfortable. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you come back. Next category is trousers, and right off the bat, I am pulling up these flared leggings, and they're basically sheer leggings with a pair of boy shorts, I guess, attached to them underneath. And I know something like this was popular on some of the runways, and I know some celebrities out there are doing the whole underwear showing kind of trend, but this is not appropriate, not classy, not stylish, not ladylike, and certainly not something I would attempt. And I know I always say never, but this is truly a never for me. What I am loving are these tie belt lyocell pants, and these are beautifully relaxed style, a little bit of a pleated front if I can see closely. They just look really comfortable and very on trend, nice coloring and nice light feel for the season, and I think you can dress these up or dress these down. I'm also loving this linen blend dress pant, particularly this beautiful powder blue color. It's a bluish gray. There's a blazer to match, and you know I'm loving cord sets. They appear to be nice and long, so definitely something to wear with heels unless this model is quite short. The tailoring is nice and clean, and it's a nice drape on the trousers, which is always something I look for. Let's talk about blazers next. What I would avoid is this lace jacket. I don't understand why you would need to wear an entire blazer full of lace. It's almost as bold and overwhelming as a loud pattern, and just not my cup of tea. She is wearing a beautiful lace skirt with the blazer, and I would definitely wear something more along those lines if I were to incorporate a large lace piece into my outfit. If you do want to go with something bold, I would recommend perhaps a beautiful cobalt blue blazer, and they have a couple of styles here as a double-breasted version or a single-breasted version. Let's jump over to denim, and I'm finding these flare high cropped jeans. All the models seem to have it a little too cropped for them. Now maybe these models are overly tall and they're too tall for these particular denim. The crop is cropping them too high on the leg, and it's leaving it to be more unflattering than flattering. I would avoid this unless you are quite petite and they can fall farther down on your ankle. Otherwise, I don't think that is the appropriate cropped length. Now, if you do want a pair of ankle jeans, I found these mom ultra high ankle jeans, and I think these are a much more appropriate length. They're hitting the model right at her ankle, which I think is much more flattering than showing a little bit too much of the leg. These run true to size. They are a 99% cotton, 1% spandex, so they don't have a lot of stretch. I do prefer my jeans to be 100% cotton because I do like them on the rigid side, but 1% is okay. Coming across these wide high jeans, I do like the way these look. Wide legs are very on trend for the season, and these are somewhat high-waisted. They are coming up underneath the model's belly button, but it depends on your body type, how high they're going to come. It is considered high waist on the description, and the model is a 5'10", and they look pretty long on her. So I would say that these are a great longer pair of trousers that you can wear with heels, and I think these look really great. And at $34.99, perhaps they're a better steal than the Reformation ones that I have. Let's take a look at the shoes because I feel like I'm still trying to get a few more shoes in my collection for the spring-summer season. I feel like I don't have enough options. Let's see what they have. Right off the bat, I see these beautiful wedge heel espadrilles. These have a crochet detail in the front with ties at the ankle. They look very similar to my Cezanne espadrilles, and these are absolutely beautiful. Nice light color. I think they'd go with everything. I'm loving lots of strappy details, and these leather sandals are jumping out at me, both in black and in brown, or actually that's gold. Oh, even better. In gold. That's gorgeous. I love how airy they feel. So even if they're black, they still don't feel so heavy on the foot. I've always loved these leather clogs. They remind me of Dr. Scholl's kind of clogs or something back from the late 70s, 80s. I mean, I was a very young child and I remember loving some shoes that my aunt had, and these look very similar to that, and I just absolutely love them. Something I'm not a big fan of are the chunky platform sandals. They just look very, very heavy on the bottom. Perhaps if they were more broken up rather than just like one large huge wedge that just feels very heavy and chunky to me. These just kind of look a little too orthopedic, I might say. Something a little bit more like these platform mules, where they do have the platform and the chunky heel, but they just feel a little bit more lighter and airier to me than those other sandals, even though they have larger leather-ish straps on the front. These heeled sandals look very wearable to me. They have a heel, but it's a low heel, not so much kitten, but maybe in between. And it's a little bit more of a block heel for more comfort. And I love the straps across the toe. I think they're really beautiful. They come in a multitude of colors. I especially love the turquoise color, just a nice little pop at the foot there. That's really just something I'm loving lately. I hope you enjoyed this H&M critique. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. It really helps us small creators out. And make sure you comment below, let me know what you thought of this video, and if you'd like me to do another brand, I'd be more than happy to. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. We have a very chic, feminine, and sophisticated aesthetic, and we're also very fashion forward. So if you like that type of content, I think you're gonna love it here. Here's a couple of videos to click into next. Thank you again for all your love and support. I'm so happy that you're here, and I'll see you next Wednesday with another fashion video. And until then, have a wonderful week. Bye.